Hello, everyone. In today's video, we are going to look at some quotes from Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and so much more. But before we get into that, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, stick around until the end, because we have another really cool video that you won't want to miss out on. All right, let's get into the quotes. The first quote is, "When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor." This quote means that if something is really important to you, you should do it even if the chances of success are low. This is a great quote to keep in mind when you are trying to achieve something that is really difficult. Remember that just because the odds are stacked against you doesn't mean that you can't succeed. All you need is to be determined and persistent in your efforts. The second quote is, "Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough." This quote is from an interview with the Business Insider. Elon Musk said this in regards to SpaceX's early days when they were trying to develop reusable rockets. He was basically saying that in order to innovate, you need to be willing to take risks and fail. Of course, failure is not something that anyone wants to experience, but it is an important part of the innovation process. Without failure, we would never learn from our mistakes and we would never be able to improve. So the next time you're faced with a risky decision, remember this quote and go for it. The third quote is, "Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up." This quote is from an interview with the Economic Times India. Elon Musk was talking about his experience with building both Tesla and SpaceX. Both companies have faced a lot of obstacles, but they have been able to overcome them thanks to Musk's persistence. He never gave up on his companies, even when all the odds were against them. And this is what made him successful. The fourth quote is, "Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster." This quote is from an interview with the BBC. Elon Musk was talking about the importance of embracing change, especially when it comes to new technologies. He believes that change is necessary for progress and that we should not fear it. In fact, we should embrace it. Of course, change can be scary, but it is also necessary if we want to improve and grow. So the next time you are faced with a difficult decision that requires you to step out of your comfort zone, remember this quote and embrace the change. The fifth quote is, "If something is important enough, even if the odds are against you, you should still do it." This quote is from an interview with The Guardian. When asked about what advice he would give to his younger self, Elon Musk said this. He was talking about the importance of following your dreams no matter what the odds are. Of course, it's important to be realistic and to take into account the odds when making decisions. But it's also important to follow your heart and to do what you believe in. Sometimes the odds are just too good to be true. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out this other video on 5 inspiring quotes from Jeff Bezos.